Hey, what's going on, family? I really hope you guys are enjoying the content, but let's get right into it. Let's go. All right, y'all. So as promised, I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to do your disputes. Now, this might be a longer video because I want to give you all the tools and tips and tricks that you need to get your deletions, all right, or to get better results. All right, so we're looking at 15 USC 1681I, procedure in case of disputed accuracy. If you need to pause this video and follow the steps, you can do that as well, okay? So we're gonna go to 15 USC 1681I, we're gonna go to A, little a, 1A, all right? So I'm gonna read a little bit off this and then I'm gonna take you to a credit report so I can explain it to you better, all right? So subject to subsection F, and except as provided in subsection G, if the completeness or accuracy, so completeness or accuracy, so you can challenge the completeness or you can challenge the accuracy. That's one of the best things about the law. They give you leverage to choose which one you want to do. We're going to challenge the accuracy of the account. All right, the completeness or accuracy of any item of information contained in a consumer's file. So that means names, that means address, that means actual accounts on your credit report file at a consumer reporting agency is disputed by the consumer, and the consumer notifies the agent directly or indirectly through a reseller of such dispute. The agency shall, free of charge, conduct a reasonable investigation to determine whether the disputed information is inaccurate and record the current status of the disputed information. All right, so they got to record the current status of the disputed information or delete an item from the file in accordance with paragraph 5 before the end of a 30-day period beginning on the date which the agency receives the notice of the dispute from the consumer or reseller. Now I want to note one thing, they said 30 days, right? So how do you know if your item is being deleted in 30 days? I suggest that people send their letter certified. That's just me, just how I do things. All right, so let's get over to the credit report so I can show you guys how to challenge accuracy of the account. All right, okay, so here we're gonna start looking at the accuracy of the account. We're not really looking at the completeness. We're just doing the accuracy of one thing. So there's red arrows at everything that's inaccurate, but what I like to do is I like to challenge something, just one thing, and then let them not fix the whole thing, okay? So once you challenge it, they gotta either modify, change, or update, something like that, right? So we're gonna challenge the terms because this one says 75, 75, 0. All right, so there's clearly discrepancy, but what I'm really looking for is this right here. This right here should be a sin. All right, so date last active, date of last payment, 2023. So you mean to tell me that the last time I made a payment was in 2023, but the last time y'all did something with my account is in December 2022? Like that's crazy to me, right? So you could challenge. So I'm looking for this. I'm going to challenge this one. I'm going to challenge the terms, but this is really what I'm concerned about because it's so drastic, right? So just the activity on your account can change your credit score. That is about, how many missed payments is that could have been positive? You know what I'm saying? So let's look at one more while we at it. 1 second. Okay, now this one is more for you guys to learn from. We actually circled a lot of things here. So same thing, same deal. This one's okay. All right, cool. So something's wrong. We just don't know. We just want to make sure that they're doing their due diligence. All right. So same as last thing. I'm going to challenge the credit high on this one. So 15,000, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I want to challenge this because I know all these other stuff is messed up. I don't want to list out everything that's messed up so it can give them the ability to just fix it without doing the investigation. Because what I want them to do is do the investigation. And from my knowledge, I don't think they're going to do a proper one. All right, so let's get back to, I'm going to give you the two laws. So number one, the first law is 15 USC 1681I A1A. That's going to be my first law. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, I promise you guys I'll give you 3 places too. So I want to go to the CFPB. I want to go to the BBB, and I want to go to my state's Attorney General. Your state's Attorney General will be a little different. I'm in the good state of Florida right now, and let's go to submit a complaint. All right, so I'm gonna go through a little bit through this. I'm gonna try to speed through it to make this video a little shorter. We want to go to credit reporting services, credit reporting. All right, y'all. So what we want to do is we want to go to incorrect information on credit report, and then we want to come down to. So I can't really tell you guys what to put because this is going to be your own information. So I just want to put account information incorrect here. So this is one of the most important steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write up my response, and then I'm going to put it in here so you guys can see. Please don't copy what I put. You can use it as a guide to leverage your dispute. All right, so give me a second. Let me put my information in here, and then we can keep going. All right, y'all. So I'm back. I finished writing some stuff. I grabbed this from a dispute letter just so you guys can know how to properly address yourself or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get most of this information on the back end as well. So I said, and this is very like third grade English. I am writing to dispute the accuracy of the debt associated with the account number, particular account number. I recently reviewed my credit report and saw a discrepancy on this account. I see that the numbers of months is not all the same, and now I'm worried that this account may have errors that would affect my FICO score and my ability to get a house. As per 15 U.S.C. 1681 IA1A, if the completeness or accuracy of any item of information contained on the consumer file at the consumer reporting agency is disputed by the consumer, and the consumer notifies the agent directly or indirectly through a reseller of such dispute. I read this already, so I ain't gonna read it again. And thank you for helping me with this matter. And then I'm going to come down here. What would be a fair resolution to this issue? Accurate. And then what I want you guys to do is I want you to send your attachments in your files or whatever you got that's going to help you get your results. So with this letter, this is going to be our first letter we're going to send, right? So what I want you guys to do is, just copy and paste this. This is the first letter we send, okay? So now that we sent this first letter, you're going to get a response back. Either no response is a response. So if they don't respond in 30 days, you use the law that says they should respond in 30 days. If they say it's verified, then you bring up the account and then you write again that the information is still not accurate even after they verified it. So then what we're going to do now is we're going to assume the information came back verified because that's what a lot of you guys ask about. Give me a second. I'm going to find the law and I'm going to put the writing in here for your second dispute, and then I'm going to show you how to go to the BBB Attorney General. These will be the three places you go to get better results. 1 second. All right, y'all, I'm back. So we're gonna assume that we didn't get our desired results, and I want you guys to really give the credit bureaus and other agencies the 30-day grace period to actually do the investigation, because last thing we want to do is violate their rights as well while they violate ours, because then there'll be a tit for tat. Okay, so now we came to 15 U.S.C. 1681 I-5, and we're gonna look at A, and then we're gonna look at A1. All right, so treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. So if it's inaccurate or unverifiable, they're supposed to remove it after the investigation. So we already sent our investigation in the first time. After 30 days, it came back verified. So if after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by the consumer, an item of information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall, and I know the word shall, they got to, promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation, and promptly notify the furnisher of that information that the information has been modified or deleted from the file of the consumer. Okay, cool. So after 30 days, we sent our letter off. It came back verified. Surprise. All right, so now we're gonna write a new complaint. Let me go back. Give me a second. All right, so now we back. So we got the complaint back that everything came back verified. We're gonna go back down to credit reporting again, credit reporting again, and then so now we're gonna choose this one. Problem with a credit reporting company's investigation into an existing problem. So the change with this one would be their investigation did not fix an error on your report. All right. Did you already try to fix the problem? Of course we did. We followed this video. We followed the steps. So now we're going to go into writing a new complaint, but this time we're going to use a different law. We use 15 USC 1681I. We use A1A, I believe, and now we're going to use 5. The treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. All right, so I'm going to write up another dispute and you guys can use it as a reference, and I hope this is guiding you guys through the process. So this video, you should be looking at this video for the next 30 days to remind yourself what is the next step in your complaints. All right, I'm back. So I wrote a little blurb in here, and what I want you guys to do is now when the information came back verified, now you start going to the other places that I mentioned. I'm doing a CFPB this time again. We're going to do Experian, the BBB. We're going to do Attorney General. It's going your state's Attorney General, so it's going to look a little different than mine. So I can't really guide you through it too much. All right, so I did the same thing. I'm writing you because I'm worried about the investigation. I'm writing you because I'm worried about the reinvestigation results. The information seems to be wrong still. All right. I don't understand how they did a good job looking at everything when they got some things wrong. All right. I'm just talking the third grade language, y'all. If the information was wrong, they were supposed to fix it or delete it. According to 15 USC 1681 I-A5, which states treatment of inaccurate or unverifiable information. If after any reinvestigation under paragraph 1 of any information disputed by the consumer, an item or the information is found to be inaccurate or incomplete or cannot be verified, the consumer reporting agency shall promptly delete that item of information from the file of the consumer or modify that item of information as appropriate based on the results of the reinvestigation, and they didn't do it. So now I'm going to copy this information and I'm going to go to the BBB. I already got it pulled up, Experian. All right, so I looked up Experian's address. All right, so I Googled Experian's address and it seems to be this one right here. They got multiple, but all of them got a bunch of complaints or whatever. So you can use this one. And what I want you to do is I want you to just pretty much copy and paste your dispute over here. All right, so we're gonna file a quick complaint on Experian. I'm gonna say no to all the above here. I'm not an employee. No, not yet. No, not yet. No. All right, so fill out your information. I'm going to fill out my information and then I'm going to go to, give me a second. All right, so did this issue occur in the last 12 months? Yes. Does this complaint involve health? Nope. Tell us about your problem and paste. Desired resolution. So in the desired resolution, delete this account. All right, and you upload your supporting documents and stuff like that. And they usually go to continue, but I'm not going to continue from here. But I'm going to do my last step is the Attorney General complaint. All right, so what I did is I filled in my personal information. I'm not going to move my screen so you guys can see what it kind of looks like. All right, so I just submit my complaint. I'm not going to submit the complaint. I'm just pre-filling it out so you guys can see what it looks like. So I put my information in, and then I went to section 2. I filled out the information as I see it, and then you can go to section 3, a security question, and then you can submit your complaint. Just make sure that you take your time with it. You make sure that you understand and that you guys know what you're saying when you're saying these laws. So what I want to make sure that you guys understand is this is the same thing you can do for all 3 of the credit bureaus as you're going through your complaints. All right, so I hope this video showed you how to do it and gave you some clarity, and I'll see you on the other side of good credit. Peace.